Last week on Talent Search Cymru,
This is the beginning of you becoming a star.
the top 9 ramped up the vocals
I can't ask for a
as
big
they
improvement
took on
from
Up-Tempo Week, and our contestants shook off the nerves as they performed to our circular crowd.
In terms of performance, this is the performance of the night.
Tonight, it's vocal phenomenon, and the contestants sing from the top of their lungs. And the room goes wild as we witness the birth of more stars.
This is your moment. A star is officially born.
It was just on a complete other level.
I got a little bit teary-eyed after that performance, I'm not gonna lie, so I wiped my eyes very quickly.
You are a star.
It was just an incredible moment, and honestly, I'm sure your family, friends, and yourself feel amazing after that. Well done.
The reason why we create this process is for this.
This was not just a step, this is a leap.
In anything we've witnessed, that is the performance of the series.
Now let's get it started. Vocal Phenomenon Week is here.
First up, starting tonight's show, can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause up to the front for Laura! Up you come, Laura.
I feel the fear for you. I cry your tears for you. I'll do anything I can to make you comfortable. Even if I fall down when you're not around, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Tears for you. I'll do anything I can to make you comfortable. Even if I fall down when you're not around, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'll climb the hills you face. I'll do this in your place. I'll do anything to go through it instead of you. Even if I fall down when you're not around, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. 'Cause if I fall, you fall. And if I rise, we'll rise together. And if I smile, you smile. And don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. 'Cause if I fall, you fall. And if I rise, we rise together. And if I smile, you smile. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Well, first of all, that was a massive step up from any other performance you've done thus far on the show. I mean, it's really hard to start the show off, and you've definitely done it in the right way. You took risks, which I've said to you throughout the course of this program, and you've taken that risk. and you just show the best elements of your voice, I feel, in that song. I mean, the way you when you brought her up and you just actually belt out the notes, I was like, wow, okay, that's something that we haven't seen from you, and you've done it amazingly, in my opinion. And you really just used the backing vocals to your advantage and harmonized really well with them, which is something that people should utilize because it really helps your performance. And to be honest, I just think that's the strongest you've been thus far, so I'm really proud of you. Well done.
Laura, wow, what a step up. I mean, obviously last week, I voted for you and I was worried about you catching up. But obviously what you've done this week has really helped you. I think the song choice was perfect. Your tone on it was just beautiful. And it was definitely the cleanest I've ever heard you sing. And to be honest, I think it was your best performance. I know you got out your comfort zone last week. And I think that helped, just throwing you in the deep end, because you were moving your arms and you felt very free almost. And you really told the story, which I could connect with, which I really liked. So well done. That was a massive difference to anything you've done so far. And definitely your best performance.
Lo, there's a reason I put you first tonight is because I really want you to have the impact that you deserve. As we know, throughout this journey, it's been quite a struggle for us to place you exactly where you need to be. Not just as a singer, but everything, the performance, how you come across. 100% hands down your best performance today. So you need to be really proud of yourself then. And I noticed at the end when we stood, you felt good. You was like, yes, I got there. You really have got there. And I'm sure a lot of people who've seen your journey so far in the room can also say in the back of their minds that this is definitely your best to date. You need to be really, really proud. I think you've come into this perfectly, exactly what you could do. Still work on the breathing and stuff, little things like that. But in terms of song choice and in terms of how you used your voice, it was an improvement from what we've seen. And that's what we need. And that's what you've done tonight. So well done, cheer. Round of applause, guys. Well done, Lo. So, up to the front next, can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause for Riley!
There were nights when the wind was so cold, my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so blue, and all the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how. And I vanished every memory you and I had ever made. When you touch me like this, when you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of love and there were flashes of light. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than all your life alone. Baby, 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 when you touch me like this, when you hold me like that, I was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now. Thank you.
I don't know why you seem nervous before our performance, because you just crushed it. Like, wow. I mean, some people say when they see a young boy, like 11 years old, they go, oh, he's a good singer for a kid. You're not one of those people. You are just a great singer. You're a great performer as well. That's so dramatic. The way you were moving, the way you were looking off into the distance. It was like almost a pantomime mixed with a concert. It was amazing. I mean, like, wow, like Riley, when you start, like that note you held at the end as well, that was something that I've seen you do, but like you just done it to a different level tonight. I feel like for 11 years old, you're quite technical as well. The way you bring your tone down, the nice little vibrato you had for a moment. I was just like, what is this kid doing right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're just doing everything. So to be honest, Riley, it's always a pleasure to watch you perform, but this, yeah, is the highlight for you.
Riley, wow, what can I say? I mean, I think the audience reaction through the entire song says it all, to be honest with you. That was incredible. I think that was your best performance. And to be honest, your breathing in that was so much better than we've seen. You've got great breath control anyway. I mean, you could basically sing a 3-minute song without breathing. But I think the fact that you took a breath before that last note, it just made it so much more impactful and stronger. And it was just incredible. Honestly, you have exceeded yourself tonight and you should be very proud.
Riley, once again, I think you've had that moment again, like you've had this from the get-go, where you have that certain part of the song where your range just opens and your full air comes open like this and you just go boom, there it is. We got to remember again, like I said before, you are 11 years of age, all right? So there is still development and things like that, improving your lower edge to things like that. Which we got to see tonight, because like in the first part, it's a little bit there that we need to fix. But I can assure you, in terms of what you've got, and I've told you this over and over and over, the range is remarkable for 11-year-old, and not just 11-year-old, a tiny 11-year-old, because you are a small person, a very small person, and that range is rare. We see young singers coming through that are fab, got great voices and things, but then there's a difference between that, and I've said again this before. What I do want to do, because I don't want you to get to a place in this competition where you are feeling like if you're running out of song choices, things like that, and what can I do? I still want you, like I've said to others in the past, I still want you to get a bit creative with the choices, and not just doing sort of the powerful songs that people expect you to do, like maybe taking on a modern song and adding Riley's powerful range into it that isn't usually there. Things like that, which I know you'll do because you'll chuck your mind to anything. But I think that would definitely be the right move from you, because I think you're going to sail tonight anyway. It'd be ridiculous if you didn't, to be honest. But in regards to the rest of the process, I definitely think is the right time for us now just to take on that little bit more in what we can do with the song choices, and not just do sort of the powerful diva songs that people expect to, because I don't want it to become repetitive. I want people to still hook on to what Riley can do. But once again, you can't fault that. That was another special moment to you guys. So you should be really, really proud. Well done. Smashed it again. Well done, Riley. Well done, buddy. Right, ladies and gents, up to the front. Can we please have the best of order for Venom?
I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, he has really changed in these past few days. When I've seen myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this. I don't see why he moves me. He's a man, he's just a man. And I've had so many men before, in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. it's rather funny that I should be in this position. I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool, no lover's fool, one in every show. He scares me so. What's it all about? Yet, if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope, I just couldn't cope. I'd turn my head, I'd back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so, I want him so, I love him so. Thank you.
I think vocally that was a massive step up from your last performance. I feel that song choice really suited you well. So you showed off your range beautifully, which I really admired because you showed that you could go low, you could go high. But I feel like there's a few elements where you went too high and your voice just seemed to break and it just became nothing. And there was a few moments where mic control became a slight issue where you were too close, so it got very muffled, which obviously is very rectifiable. Just bring yourself back when you go for a big note or just don't press your face against the mic. But vocally, I think that was your best performance to date. And I feel like you went very theatrical with it again. I said that to Riley, but I'm also saying it to you. You were very dramatic with it, the way you almost spoke some lines. And I really like that because it just added another element to the song. I feel like as a vocal phenomenon, I feel like you've done it justice because you've done it in the Venom way and you've just done it really well. So be very proud of yourself.
Ven, and I agree with Declan that was your best performance. I think, again, it was a step up from last week. Although you obviously performed last week as we'd asked, I think vocally it was much stronger this week. I love how unique you are and how you just kind of flip your voice. It's something that I don't think can be taught. It's something very natural within you. You're a storyteller and you're a natural born singer. And I just love the way that you can take anything and make it Venon's. I always would know that it's you singing. And I really like that about you. If I'm honest, I think song choice was perfect for you. It was lovely. I do think you could have probably gone a bit bigger. If I'm honest, I think you've got more inside of you to give.
Yeah, Venom, it's been quite an interesting journey for you so far because you've literally been showing us very different styles. Each week we're getting a different Venom, which is great because you're going with the themes. That's the whole idea. I think tonight, you've done a really good job. I do disagree with these two. I don't think it was your worst. I don't think it was your best performance. I still believe the French one that you did was your best, just because I really felt like I was seeing more of your identity come through on it. Where this, you kind of give it what it needed, which is the theatre, you give it that more of a theatrical spin to it, which is nice, and I love that. But again, like I said to right just now, I wouldn't want you to become safe in your choice, in what we're seeing. I still want to see, I don't feel like we have seen Venom for Venom. What I expect you to be like as an artist, I haven't seen that. I've seen changes and little styles being shown, which has been interesting, and it's like, oh, that's different, oh, that's unique, which is great. It's not a bad thing. You've been wonderful, but I feel like we haven't hit that moment where we go, that's Venom, and I need that, and I need it ASAP because we're halfway through, and I really want you to have that moment where the whole atmosphere in this room completely changes. And I want that for you. I really want that more than anything. But it was a beautiful performance. There's no denying that. But please remember, I still want us to get to that point where we completely bait to what Venom is. So whatever that is, I know what it is, but it's about you finding that too. And it is there. All right? But it was beautiful. So well done. Round of applause, guys. Well done, Venom. Well done, girl. Can we please have the best of order up to the front for Kelsey? Up you come, Kels.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. There'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Please away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just think of my chin and grin and say, come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come on then, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a
I did not expect you to come out and sing that song. I had no idea what the song choices were this week. I wanted to be surprised, and that was a surprise. It's completely different to anything you've sung, and to be honest, when it first started, I was like, wow, Kelsey's gonna sing this? And then you went and blew my mind. I mean, you completely smashed that, especially the way you held those notes, especially that last one. That was breath control on point, like, all the way. I feel like when you went slightly higher, though, during the second verse, I feel like your voice seemed a little bit strained. I'm not sure if you felt that, but I mean, it just seemed a little bit strained. But then you went straight back into your normal voice, and then it completely was fine after that, in my opinion. And I just feel like, yeah, breath control massively has improved. Mic control has massively improved. That was not shouty at all. I said that to you last week, but this week you proper showed us what mic control's about, and I feel like this is your best performance today, all the way through. And you definitely smashed Vocal Phenomenon week, so be very proud of yourself.
Kelsey, wow. I really like that you've done something unexpected. I think I've seen you as like this pop artist, which suits you down to the ground with your energy and your bubbly. But this was so different to what I expected you to do. And I really enjoyed it. You've got so much power, and it was just there ready to come out. And I think the breath control this week, the mic control, it was so much better than what you've been in the past. And you were still able to show your personality. I think it was really age appropriate, and it was just a beautiful performance. So well done.
Kelsey, look, we got to go back to remembering what this is all about for all of you. It is a development process, and that's what we like to see. And tonight, you've proven that, because you've proven you're obviously dedicated to this, and you put so much work into it that I'm seeing a change in you as an artist. I'm starting to see Kelsey blossom. That's what I'm seeing. In terms of mic control, that is one thing that we've always had a little bit of an issue with. Tonight was so much better. This is the best you've been with your mic control tonight, especially with our range at the end. Yet it is a very different style of song to what we've seen and what we'd expect. But you really dug deep like with this and trying something a bit different tonight, and you still managed to pull it off as Kelsey's performance. Because if anything, there was elements to that where I was thinking, oh my God, she could easily play Annie, easily play this role, 1,000,000,000%, because you've got that sort of twang in your voice that works, and it reminds me of Annie. All we got to do is just put a little ginger wig on, a couple of freckles, and you'll be good to go. You should be really proud. Just look, Kels, just keep doing what you're doing because you are working hard. You are dedicated. You're not frightened of challenges. You are putting yourself out there and you're pushing yourself, and it is paying off big time. Keep doing what you're doing. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Kels. The best of order, and a massive round of applause for Charlie! Up you come, Charles.
Telling myself it's the last time. Oh, but I know that I won't care. Trying to wash away all the blood I spilled. This lust is a burden that we both share. Oh, but I know that I won't care. There's a darkness in the distance from the weather we believe in. Oh, I know I can't resist it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. You and I drink that poison from the same vine. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Hiding all of our sins from the daylight. From the daylight, running from the daylight, from the daylight, running from the daylight. Oh, loving, I hate it at the same time. Oh, loving, I hate it at the same time. You and I drink that poison from the same vine. Oh, loving, I hate it at the same time. Hiding all of our sins from the daylight, from the running from the daylight, running from the daylight. Oh, I love it, I hate it at the same time.
Has been your biggest step up to date. I mean, that was a new improved Charlie. We talked in the studio about subtle and powerful, and you started with the mic stand with little hand gestures, and you took the mic off the stand, just went and done full Charlie. I mean, that song choice I feel was perfect for you because it showed off your very just your range and your independent sound to your voice, and just how earthy your sound is. And I feel like when you actually stretched it, and when you went high at the end, you just did a little. I'm not going to try and do it, but you know what I'm on about. You know what I'm on about. I just feel like that showed all the best elements of your voice and more. It showed me what Charlie can actually do that I've not even seen before. I've not seen this in the studio. I've not seen this thus far. And you just showed what Charlie's all about. So you should be really proud of that performance.
Charlie, I know you've been working really hard, and do you know what? It's really paying off. You're like a new man up there tonight. I didn't see the amount of nerves you usually have. You looked really confident actually going up. And I think that then just transpired through your performance. That was the most confident, the cleanest I've ever heard you sing. You've got such a current sound. It would sit straight in the charts right now, and especially with a song like that, it just suits you as an artist. And I think for the first time, I really got to see who you would be as an artist, and it was a really good performance. I know you stumbled a little bit on the lyrics just in the beginning, but the fact that you were able to pick it up and you didn't crumble and go back to the old way of like, oh, pick at your top because you don't know what to do. You held that really well. Well done, and by far your best performance to date.
Even then, I still think we haven't seen you at your 100% performance. We still haven't got there yet. But I can assure you now, from everything you've done, this is your best performance. Definitely judging on what you've just done. Vocally, it was fuller, thicker. It was a lot more identity to who you are as an artist, which of course these established, is this current sound. Again, I want to bring back to the song. a lot of people probably haven't heard this song yet because it literally has only just come out. Hence the reason why you're still learning and things like that, because it's literally a new song. It was perfect for the style of sing you are. And I want to say, like, I know we've had a few issues to find really where you sit well with your timing and things like that. I know we've had those issues over the weeks, but we gotta sometimes look beyond that a little bit to realize that when I said to you in previous weeks about how what I think of your voice and how far you could go in this, I said that on the basis of your tone and your texture and what you offer as an actual sound. It's very, very sellable. It's very sellable, and it's like we could just plop you straight into the charts. Good to go. You're ready to go. And that's why I love listening to you, and this is why I appreciate you, and this is why I want to push you to be the best you can be, is because I love what you are capable of. And I want you to know that. Take credit in what you've done tonight, because that was a big, big step to do those things you just done up there. A huge step. And see, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No,
It wasn't that bad. But ramp it up. It needs to go up another level now. If you are successful tonight, you take it up another notch. But this is definitely the improvement you needed to do, and you've done it tonight. So well done.
Thank you.
Round of applause, guys. Well done, Charlie. Up next, can we please have the best of order and a round of applause up to the front for Jaden. Up you come, buddy.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Sense of divine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
I mean, I know how he feels because he's smiling from ear to ear right now. And the confidence he came with that stage was astounding, especially from where you started to where you are now. You were more confident last week, and to be honest, you returned and you made a statement with that. But this was a step up and a half. Not a song I would even thought about you singing. And the way you did it, man, like, you should be very proud of yourself there. But yeah, vocally, I think that's the cleanest you've sung, to be fair. I mean, and like, you were just doing some stuff I haven't seen you do before. I mean, the way you were holding them notes is not stuff we've seen before from you. And I feel like, and you've got a very current sound anyway. But with this song, you just kind of took that out of the way. You harshened up your voice in places, proper just went gritty with it, and you really just done that song justice. You've done it in a Jaden way, though, I feel, still. And it just really showed your performance well. You took off the mic stand, you started moving. Your confidence is coming a long way, and it showed for that performance. I'm really proud of you, man, the way you've gone.
Jaden, I feel genuinely privileged to watch your journey here. I think from what I've seen when you first come in to what you do now, it's just a massive transformation. You just look so much more comfortable and confident with anything you do, and you challenge yourself. Even tonight, grabbing it off the mic stand, you just look comfortable up there, which you didn't in the beginning. I think, if I'm honest, I preferred the vocals last week. I think the song suited you better. But I do think this week you did challenge yourself, and that I give you credit for. I could hear elements to your voice this week that I've not heard before, the growls and things like that. I've not heard you do that before. And it was really gutsy, and I like that. It's like I'm fighting for my place here. And it was a great performance, so I would be very proud of myself if I was you.
I think we can all agree, we like to see people really try and really dedicate and really push themselves to their limits, and that's what we like to see. We got to see that tonight with this performance. Your class act, the way you're dressed, everything just worked with what it was. Obviously, I was worried about this in the week, as you know. I was really worried because I felt like, was he taking on too much too soon? You actually shocked me in the last section of this, because I weren't expecting you to give so much volume and so much thickness in your voice, and you've done it, and I was like, okay, that's more than I expected to do. So you really pushed yourself tonight. I agree with Lily, like last week, in terms of your vocal, it was bang on perfection in place. But look, when you take a risk, when you try something new, these things happen. And, it can be a little bit of time there or this day. That happens because you're pushing yourself. Regardless to that, Jaden, how your mindset is at the moment, the last 2 weeks, that is the right way forward. All right, because you were showing us that you are dedicated to this. That was definitely gutsy, and the growling, it was really, really gutsy. I was like, oh my God, where's that come from? You've got what it takes. Keep doing what you're doing. Well done, buddy. Round of applause, guys. Well done, Jaden. All right, up to the front next. Can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause for Grace!
What's left to say? These prayers ain't working anymore. Every word shot down in flames. What's left to do with these broken pieces on the floor? I'm losing my voice, falling on you. 'Cause I've been shaking, I've been bending backwards till I'm broke. Watching all these strings go up in smoke. Let beauty come out of ashes. Let beauty come out of ashes. And when I pray to God, all I ask is, can beauty come out of ashes? Can you use these tears to put out the fires in my soul? 'Cause I need you here. Whoa. 'Cause I've been shaking, I've been bending backwards till I'm broke. I'm watching all these rings go up in smoke. Let beauty come out of ashes. Let Thank you.
That was outstanding through and through. I mean, the way you had like the low tone throughout for most of it, it was just low and it just sounded really mature. And I just liked the way it just sounded all the way through. But then you went for falsetto at the end. It's like, oh, she tricked us. So she's just gonna do this. I mean, like you just completely done a 180. I loved it. Yeah, I mean, performance-wise as well, it's just the way you carried yourself throughout. It was very composed, and you were just singing and just showing them what your voice can actually do. And like, I just feel like there was just picture perfect all the way through as a performance. And from a vocalist standpoint, yeah, definitely 110%, and definitely a vocal phenomenon. You definitely matched the theme, and you show what Grace can do again, like you always have done from the start of the show. So you should be very proud of yourself. You keep going up, and just well done.
Grace, wow. I mean, what can I say about that? It was just on a complete other level. I think everything tonight, the performance, the dress, the hair blowing, everything about that performance was just perfection. The maturity in your voice is just insane to believe, because we have to remember that you are still a child. It honestly, you surprise me every single week. And I've got to give you credit because you never come here unprepared. You always know exactly what you're doing. And I have to give you credit for that. You can tell that you work really hard. Honestly, for me, that was like, it was good enough to be a final song. It was incredible. And to be honest, it was probably the song of the season so far for me.
I don't think there's anything you can't do, right? And I'm telling you that because obviously for the first time this week, I really got to have a delve through your YouTube to see all the variety of styles you've done. And it blew my mind a bit because I was thinking, oh my God, this girl is singing anything, any style, whether it's fast, slow, belting, technical, whatever it might be. What I loved about this was exactly what one of the comments just made, the maturity in there, the lower side to your voice. Even though this was Vocal Phenomenon Week and, you know, we ask a lot of people to come out and be really belty and powerful, which you could have picked something that was going to blow this roof off, you know that. But this was more intimate, it was more grown up, it was a little bit more delicate. And for us to see that from you in the competition when pretty much you belted all the way through so far, this was a lot more controlled, a lot more grown up. And I haven't said this to you yet, I've said it to a few people, and I will say it when I feel like the right moment's to be said, but you are a star, all right? I want you to know that you're an absolute star, and it's rare for us to get these moments, and we've been lucky enough this series to see so many great moments. I kind of agree with Lily here. I think so far this series, in anything we've witnessed, that is the performance of the series, hands down. It was the best performance I've witnessed.
Thank you so much.
Take it with pride, Grace, because that was absolutely bang on. The way you controlled it. We've got to remember you're 13, and that was remarkable. A remarkable level. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause, guys. Well done, Grace. All right then, guys. So, up next, can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause for Hayley!
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just a sum of every high and every low? You had every failure, God. You had every victory. Ooh, oh. You say I am loved when I don't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours.
I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I feel like you've grown the most in this competition. And this, again, was just another growth for me. Like, I mean, just Vocal Phenomenon week. You matched the theme. You smashed it for one. That was outstanding. I mean, that showed off the best elements of your voice, for sure, all the way. I mean, and also the way you held that note. Obviously, I saw you do that a little bit in Waking Up in Vegas, but this is just a different level. And the way you faded that last quiet note out was really nice, and you just went a nice little falsetto at the end, just to finish this off with a nice little dramatic finish. But no, I feel like that was outstanding, and I'm just so proud of how far you've come, because going from the auditions, where honestly I felt like you were overpowered completely, and it didn't show off who Hayley is, and now we're on the journey where we are finding out exactly who you are and who you are as an artist. And this was just another step in your versatility, because it's not a song I would have heard you singing, and you smashed it. So just be very proud of yourself and keep going, okay?
Thank you. Yeah, Hayley, I agree with Declan. I mean, the improvements you've made from the beginning of this competition are actually unmatched, to be honest with you. I think you definitely stand out now as an artist in your own right. That song just suited you perfectly. I was able to hear the lower tones, which I don't think I've heard as much in any other performances. And to be honest, I think in other performances, when you've done a big note and a big hold, it's kind of slipped off pitch a little bit. And this was perfect tonight. In terms of pitching, you've done really, really well, and you held your own. And the breath control was so much better. I think there's still elements, I mean, in terms of growing, and I know you work really hard, so I only tell you this because I know you'll work on it. And sometimes I feel like when you're holding a note, it's almost like you don't hold it to the full end. You'll kind of just slip back a little bit. And I don't know whether that's breath or just control in general. And it sounded nice on this particular song, but just be mindful that if you are going to hold the note, try not to like slip it back right at the end. But it was a great performance, by far your best. And like I say, it really was like a moment for you of like, I am here and I am here in my own right. So well done. I would be so proud if I was here.
Hayley, I want to give you a lot of credit by you for that performance, because I generally feel like I was watching a complete different girl even to last week, if I'm honest. In terms of how you controlled yourself vocally, there weren't parts that was too loud or too quiet or any of those issues. I felt like this was the most improved that we've seen of you, which is incredible. I did say it to somebody last week, and I was watching, I was thinking, oh my God, this is exactly what she's doing. And I believe I said it to Jaden. But this tonight to me felt like everything you've done is your learning curve. That's gone now. This is Hayley. She's arrived. That's where you're at. Now that's amazing, right? Because I feel like you were in that position now to say, this is who I am. And I feel like that. It was the song, the way you expressed yourself, those little changes, and that made a difference. I loved the build up in it. You should be really proud of yourself, Ale, because what you were doing this series, you like I said, we keep mentioning the duo thing, but it's a big deal. You know, you didn't come into this to do this. This is what you came in. And I just hope you feel like you're really, really finding who you are, enjoying what you're doing, expressing and learning new things and that, because you're on the right path. And this tonight is the proof of it. That everything you've done, put it behind us. This was a new you. And that's how it felt tonight. Be proud.
Thank you.
Well done. Round of applause, guys. Well done, Hayley. All right, guys. So we got time for one more performance now. And ending the night tonight for us, can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause up to the front for Madison. Up you come, Maddie.
Do you remember when you loved me once? What happened? What happened? And where's all of this coming from? What happened? What happened? You say I'm crazy and there's nothing wrong. You're lying and you know I know. Baby, what have we become? What happened? We used to never go to bed angry, but it's all we ever do lately. And you're turning away like you hate me. Do you hate me? Do you hate me? You could take this heart, hit it or break it on apart. No, this is unfair. Love me or leave me here. Love me or leave me here. Love me or leave me here. Do you remember when you loved me once? What happened? What happened? And you'd hold me there just because. What happened? No, we used to never go to bed angry. It's all we ever do lately. You're turning away like you hate me. Do you hate me? Do you hate me? You take this heart, hit it or break it apart. No, this is unfair. Love me or leave me here. Love me or leave me here. Love me or leave me here.
First of all, you came up with a statement with the dress for one, and then you completely took our ears by storm. I got a little bit teary-eyed after that performance, I'm not gonna lie, so I've been wiping my eyes very quickly, trying to compose myself with the camera. Honestly, Madison, you've stepped up every week, but this was not just a step, this is a leap. This is a massive leap. You showed elements of how you can hold notes in my hometown, but this, you just showed how strong your voice actually is, how powerful you are, and how versatile you are as well. Because you were going high and low in the verses, just straight up higher and straight back to low, as if there's no effort, like the transition was just smooth. And honestly, I think this is the cleanest you've sung for one, and you just really got into it, you just showed us what your voice can do, and I'm so proud of how far you've come. Honestly, you smashed it, be very proud of yourself.
Madison, you took this week's theme and you ripped it apart. Honestly, the range in you is just insane. The power, the strength in your notes, the control of your voice. Like, honestly, you have shocked me so much tonight. I know you've got an impeccable voice, but honestly, that was just out of this world. You look incredible, you sounded incredible, and it was a moment for you. I think we all feel it. We feel so, like, proud for you. It was just an incredible moment, and honestly, I'm sure your family, friends, and yourself feel amazing after that. Well done.
I don't know where to start, to be honest with you, because there's like several things running through my head. But what I will start with is the reason why we create this process is for this, what you've just done on there. This, I've said it to others in the past, and I will say it if I feel the moment. This is 100% your best performance to date. For me personally, it's the performance of the night, all right? And thirdly, this is your moment. A star is officially born. That's what you've done tonight. Maddie, I've been doing this a long time. Sometimes sometimes it takes a little bit of gathering in finding the right songs, playing with songs, and slowly finding that moment that just captivates people and just go, oh my God, Maddie just had a moment. And that happened tonight. We've obviously seen that with like my hometown and a couple of others and things like that. But this, I can assure you now, this is a performance to be so proud of, because this is like, you've just put yourself in the front of this competition, 1 billion% hands down. I wanted to know that. Keep doing what you're doing, because that was, I didn't even feel like I was in Talent Search Cymru then. I felt like I was at your own show. This effort you make with your songs, with your dress, keep this up, because I'm just blown away by that. And I'm literally not usually short for words, but you've smashed this completely out of the park tonight. I'd give you my equipment, seriously, because I'm just blown away. Maddie, that was just another level. Well done.
Thank you.
Round of applause, guys. Well done, Maddie.
And now it's time for the results.
Right then, so guys, let's make this decision. I don't know where we start, but Declan, do you have an idea who you would like to speak to at the end? Obviously 3 people on the end. Is there any of those that stand out to you?
It always comes to me first. It always puts me on the spot. But yeah, I'll go for it. Okay, so I thought about it for a little bit. And I've been thinking throughout the show. It's been very hard to finally come to a conclusion. This one, we got this person. And last but not least, we got this person. Yeah. I'm gonna go with them 3, I think.
Let me see what Lily thinks then.
Yeah.
I think I would come to the same 3, if I'm being honest, in terms of progress, in terms of what they've brought tonight, and overall, that's probably the 3 I would speak to.
Okay. It is difficult, really, because sometimes it's just about giving people a little bit of a kick to push them a little bit. And it's not nice putting them in this situation, but I completely get that. So yeah, I tell you what, I'll actually agree with the 3 there, because I think there is push to be made. So let's go with those 3. We all happy with that? Can we please have the best of order and a massive round of applause for all the contestants remaining down to the front, please. Down you come, guys. We got Laura, Riley, Venan, Kelsey, Charlie, Jaden, Grace, Haley, and Madison. So, just before we get to this result, as we know, it is a competition, and as this goes on, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. Obviously, in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to reach the finale of this, and there's only going to be 4 people in that finale, and we've still got 9 incredible talents by you, which that means another 5's going to leave between now and then. It is so difficult because of the standard we're seeing, also the development we're seeing in all of you. To be honest with you, just looking at you all up there now and seeing how you all coming across, how you presented yourself is incredible, because we are seeing stars here. We're seeing future stars here and people who want to be successful in music. But we got to decide on 8 of you to go through to next week's final showdown. All right, so we are about to do this. So again, in no particular order, I'm going to announce through everyone, and then we'll be down to 3 people on the stage. Can we please take note? This is no particular order. All right, here we go. The first person in no particular order going through to the top 8 and the final showdown is Jaden. Well done, Jaden. You're in next week's top 8. Well done, buddy. All right then. Joining Jaden in next week's top 8 is Charlie. Well done, Charlie. All right then. Going through to the top 8 and the final showdown is Kelsey. Well done, Kelsey. All right then, in no particular order, going through is Haley. Well done, Haley. Okay. Right, in no particular order, going through is Madison. Well done, Madison. You're through to the top 8. Well done. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, again, in no particular order, going through is Grace. Well done, Grace. All right, so we got 3 of you on the stage now. So, guys, here we go. I'm going to come to Declan first for his vote to leave and the reasons why. So, Declan, who for you is leaving tonight and the reasons why?
This has been the hardest decision in the season so far. And unfortunately, my vote is going to go to Wenin. I feel like you've brought a lot to this competition. You showed a lot of sides to yourself. But I feel like as much as you've shown versatility, you've not really had a moment where you've shocked us or wowed us, unfortunately. Like, you've shown brilliant versatility, how you can do many different styles. I love that. But I feel like we're just not growing at the rate we need to grow ready for the quarterfinals. But I think you're fantastic. I feel like you can have success after this, whether that's in gigs or whatever you decide to do, solo music projects. Just be proud of yourself, how far you've come, and just keep going, okay?
Lily, I'm the person for you that's leaving tonight and the reason why.
Sorry. My vote tonight is unfortunate, but it is going to go to Vernon. I'm sorry. I agree really with Declan. I think the versatility you've shown has been amazing, but in terms of growth and fight, I see other contestants growing at a faster rate than you. And I mean, this is now, getting towards quarterfinals. So I think I've needed to see that wow moment from you, and it's just not come from me. I'm sorry.
All right. I think we all need to remember that this is going to get tougher. And let's be honest, the 3 of them up there, I think all of you have shown talent tonight, and you've shown talent throughout the series. And we've got to keep that in mind, that as this goes on, there are going to be people stood there that people don't expect because everyone's so good, all right? And this is what's happening now. Obviously, again, I'm going to come to all of you in order and talk to you all. Laura, I'm going to come to you for a minute. Obviously, you've been in this position before. If I'm honest, what you did tonight showed us a huge improvement. And what that does, it allows us to see, right, this girl can grow. And that's what you've done. And look, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, I'm not going to be voting you out tonight. So well done. You're through to the top 8. Congratulations. Well done. Keep improving, Lo. Keep doing it, girl. Okay, so here we go. So obviously, look, I'm going to say it first, I think, before anyone. I don't think anybody expected, Ryle, you to be there tonight. I think it's more of a kick to say, come on, we know what you can do. You're showing us it. You've got so much range. And I truly believe you can get to the end of this process 1,000,000,000%. So I'm not voting you out. Well done, Riley. You're through to the top 8. Well done, buddy. Well done, Riley. So Venon, I'm going to come to you quickly. Look, can we have one more round of applause for Venon, guys? Venon, I want to take a moment. To appreciate what you've brought into this journey. Your personality, like I brought up on different occasions. Just everything about you as a person. I think you've just got a really beautiful soul, outside of talent. And I want you to keep doing this because I think it's been a lovely journey for you so far. Nothing takes away from what you were capable of. Keep being unique, keep being original to you. And, well, welcome to the network because we're here for you after this. So well done, Ben. And thank you so much for being a part of Talent Search. Can we round of applause for the guys? Well done, Ben. Well done, girl. Well done, guys. Good night. God bless.
And there we have it. Our top 8 is selected. But this week coming, they are fighting for a place in the quarter-finals. But who will make that top 6 as 2 more talents leave the competition?